you looking at? Don't come any closer. Just because I'm in chains doesn't mean I won't fight back. I am the third daughter of... No, forget it. You're still staring, human. It's like you've never seen a Fenrir before. Why don't you drink it in? My perfect ears, my fluffy tail, my wicked claws. Ah, we are a truly noble people. Come to think of it, you also look quite well-to-do. Not like the typical lowlife who usually frequents this type of place. Were you dared to come here, perhaps? Did you lose a bet? Or maybe you are the sort of person to come here of your own free will. You know, maybe you can't get a normal girl to look at you, so you decide to buy yourself a companion. Someone who can't fight back, right? It's just what I'd expect from an adventurer. You're all muscle, no brain. Shall I guess exactly what kind of scum you are? In armor like that, I'd think you a sellsword. Someone who would rather do dirty work for blood money rather than be a force of good in this world. Oh, really? Call the proprietor over, I dare you, human. We'll see who he sides with. That doesn't make sense. Don't you know who I am? Merchandise. Disgusting. You sound like a villain from a storybook. I don't have to sit here and take this from some lowborn swordsman who has to buy his party members. When our world's hero is finally summoned, he'll rid us of people like you. Don't make me laugh. The hero is the one fated to save our entire world. He's a paragon of good, not someone who would ever be caught making a purchase in the slave market. Anyone of a sufficient level can use the fire spell. I can use the fire spell. And ice and thunder. That doesn't prove anything. How crude! How do I know you're not just a competent thief? Or worse, a noble with more coin than sense aiming for a thrill? Don't bother trying to prove it, I won't believe you. If you weren't trying to prove anything, then why? You can't possibly intend to buy me after all I've done is insult you. Only a true deviant would want a party member who didn't respect them. In any case, you can look all you like, but there's no way I'd allow myself to be bought by someone like you. Oh? Why don't we ask him? Proprietor? This man, this trash, thinks he's worthy of having a Fenrir as his companion. Tell him he's mistaken. Tell him he's no hero. Tell him... Are you listening to me at all? Nice doing business with you? You took his side? Have you already forgotten our arrangement? Well, wait, what are you doing with that thing? Nobody ever said anything about... This is... a color? You colored me? I've never worn something so demeaning in my life. Not even the dresses I had to wear as a young girl were this embarrassing. I demand you take it off me this instant. And why not? Shouldn't you listen to your betters? What? Just because you bought me, that doesn't mean I'll call you my... Why do I feel compelled to follow you? I can feel the magic radiating from this collar, and I'll only ask you once to tell me what it is, human. Then I will be forced to ask a second time. And perhaps a third, if you insist on being stubborn. I will not! I should not have to ask you politely to discuss the thing you've put around my neck. May we discuss it, please? I see. The grooves in this collar are for those gemstones you carry, each with a different spell on them. And this one you've placed in it now has a spell of obedience? No, that cannot be. Magic of that nature is illegal. It must be a trick. Tell me, straight away, what have you really done? Truly. You cannot do that to a person without consequence. Even if the stone is attuned to only you, obeying a direct order is... Must you be so demeaning? Some hero you are, corrupt to your core, subjugating the will of others, treating them like commonplace property. I am taking this stone out and... The consequences of my actions? As you command. No, I won't call you master. Take your foul hand off my collar this instant. I don't need you leading me around like a common dog. I have 2 perfectly good feet, and thanks to your spell, I have no choice but to follow you on my own anyway. Much better. Now, what other illegal spells must I worry about? You cannot be serious! The red one forces what? You are not to go near that stone, nor the one that diminishes intelligence, nor the one that forces the truth. None of them. I will not be treated like this. I do not care if people are beginning to stare. I will make my thoughts known. You should have been prepared for that when you purchased me. That's what I thought, master. Why have we stopped at this den of sin? Surely, if you were truly the hero, you would prefer to stay at a more reputable establishment. And if you were worried about saving gold, you wouldn't have spent so much of it on me. Such warped priorities. A reasonably sized room, yes, but there is only one bed. As I am here now, I assume you'll take the floor? Step back. You can touch this collar all you like, but you will not be touching me, and I will not be sharing the bed. What do you take me for? A noble with more coin than sense, aiming for a thrill? Where have I heard that before? You would throw my own words back at me? You're astute, human. I am no prisoner of war, no thief paying off a debt to society. Rather, have you passed through the Gilded District, where the nobles live in their mansions? That is my home. My father is a brilliant businessman, uniquely wealthy among beastkin. Demi-humans, as you call us, and we have lived in luxury since I was a child. I have never wanted for anything a day in my life. Be patient. I am getting to that. Everyone I have ever known has treated me distantly, with polite respect. I have longed for a real argument, discourse, discussion, passion. I have so rarely seen the consequences of my actions. Yet, each time I've been held accountable, I have felt a fire in me, unlike any other. A reason to live. Correct. To put it in the crudest terms, I did put myself up for sale. I'm not sure why I've been telling you so candidly, though. I had thought to keep my identity a secret, of course, and simply overpower my would-be master and leave them if we didn't get along, and... You... you placed a truth stone in my collar? You've manipulated me, disrespected me, treated me like a plaything. What I am going to do should be simple enough for a fake hero to understand. I am going to stay here until you do it again. Until I... No. Take this stone out at once. My thoughts are my own. I will not be exposed like this. A Fenrir's strength in body and mind is unmatched. I cannot be overpowered by mere magic items used by a mere human, even one who claims to be the hero. Leave your shirt on. What are you trying to do here? That tattoo. No, the brand of the hero? It really is you. I have longed to meet this world's hero ever since I learned of his existence. For you to truly be him? For me to belong to the hero? Move over. Make some room for me. I'm only sitting down because you asked, though. Commanded. You know what I mean. I don't know. You'd have to ask the man you purchased me from. Imagine there's at least a grace period of a few hours for those who realize they can't handle a Fenrir's... Wait. No. You said return. I thought you meant back to the market, but you can't take me back to my parents' mansion. You would lose out on having a Fenrir at your beck and call? Or would you prefer to have a noble family in your debt? Use the knowledge of this scandal as blackmail. Perhaps I was wrong to underestimate you. You are truly reprehensible. You're removing the collar and chains? You were pretending to be corrupt, and this was a mission from my parents all along. Of course. I should have known they'd have spies following me, eyes everywhere. I'm sorry that I began to believe your act, hero. I should have known that the savior of our world would want nothing to do with such immoral acts. Ransoming knowledge of my perversion would be beneath even scum. You've bested me today, and out of respect for you, I should return to my home. But I could not promise that I would not become restless and try to leave again. You might have to chase me down again. You might have to put that collar right back around my neck. All I do know, hero, is what is in my heart. Undignified and infuriating as it was, I felt satisfied for the first time in my life. And I think perhaps you did too. Having a Fenrir under your control could not have been a bad experience. Am I correct? Do not pretend you didn't hear me. A noble woman is asking you a question, and you would dare shirk away from answering? Of course I am. Blame this on the misfortune of my birth. I could not change it if I tried. I could not renounce it without consequence. You are right, hero, that I could. I've already told you once to put it back on. You should hurry up and listen when you're commanded. How dare you? I could not. I would not. A Fenrir does not beg. Find a weaker species to satisfy your craving for someone sweet and docile. I will not do it. No, hero. Hero, don't leave. Do not threaten to tell anyone what I am. Even if they did believe you. Even if news of the scandal made it to the far reaches of the kingdom and I were scorned everywhere, I would not let that stop me, and I would not leave you alone. I would become a thorn in your side that you could never pull out. This I swear. So, so please, hero, color me again and I will follow you to the world's end. Until there is no breath left in me. With every ounce of strength, with my heart and soul, I will I will submit to you, hero. I said, please. I am begging you, the only way I know how. Doesn't everyone call you hero? I could call you by name if you prefer. Oh, even without the collar on, you would boldly claim that you are my. I think I understand. It is not about the collar, is it? But instead the state of mind. In that case, maybe I've always been yours. So, please, Master, color this Fenrir once more. Put the stones in, as many of them as you wish. Use your magic on me. Make me yours. I will accept it all.